Hey, welcome to day four of the Vision Board Party and Bank 50K in 50 Days Challenge with me, Iona Meade, to manifest more work-life balance in 2024. Amazing. It's been amazing this week, day four, and it is going to be lit. I love Environmental Freedom Thursday is what I call today. So we've talked about, and we are talking about 7 areas of your life. We're breaking down your life and having a party, visualizing, putting together, making some decisions on what you want to experience in 2024. And I can see that my internet is lagging a little bit because I've got so many windows open. You may see that. What I want to do is I'm going to start this today just a little bit different. Usually I'll share what's going on for me and bring it into the teaching. So today's been a really epic day. I'm going to try not to cry. We're talking about environment and environmental freedom and where you want to be, what environment. So do say hi. Do say hi. And you know what? I haven't actually done my little banner for today. So just bear with me while I do that. And while you let me know where you are in the world, because I've come and streamed, and I can't spell very well, so if there's typos, if I've come and streamed a little bit early, just to make sure I'm on when you guys are on. So let me know, do let me know where you're watching from. So there's my little banner. All right, so today I published the paperback of my version of my book. I'm so ecstatic. So I want to talk about where we want to be, how we want to be online, where we want to teach online, how we want to, if we want to travel, and what your environment, what you want it to look like, where you want to live, and just anything in your environment. And I'm known to say that your environment is your biggest vision board, right? So if your environment, and this, as I've taught this before, my students end up clearing their environment, clearing the clutter, because nature abhors a vacuum. So if you look around your environment and it doesn't reflect at all anything like what you want to manifest on your vision board, we want to shift that. So that's what I want to say. So keep that and run with it, right? Because I think that's the best thing that I can actually say to you today. I'm going to share with you my environment on Facebook. I have been on Facebook for years and years and years. When they did the outage, I'm like, I'm done with Facebook. That is it. But also Facebook has those memories of me having my vision and it actually manifesting. I go live every single day. And I've done that for a while now. I've dipped in and out, but I teach online, kind of like I am here. And I was looking back through some of the stories that I wanted to share today about my environment, how that's up-leveled and how that's changed over the last good few years, and getting to the point that I can actually write a book and feel really good about it. Feels amazing to me. And for everyone who is new to this vision board party and this vision board challenge, welcome. I'm going to address some of the things that you guys have mentioned. And this is why I'm teaching from this space today. Because when you have the evidence of you moving forward, the universe will meet you in the middle. It's law. It's universal law. It's not Iona Meade saying. So on my Facebook, so I'm going to go smaller and then I'm going to give a real introduction, but I'm going to go smaller for a second and just share with you, because I haven't actually introduced myself, but this is kind of me. I always think I look the same, but evidently I don't. But when I gave up my home, the last time I did this vision board challenge was in July 2023. And I set to do it annually. But I wanted to start off this journey doing it in July. And the journey from July till now, I wanted to share a little bit, if that's okay with you. Because so much has manifested, so much has transpired. And I have the vision to travel while I teach and be all around the world. And apparently that's the holy grail, having the freedom to travel. So I came out of my twin flame union like almost a couple of years ago because I wanted to have that freedom. And so I'm on the dating apps, and when I'm speaking to people, they're like, oh my gosh, you know, I want to travel, but not everybody is in the position to travel. And this has not been an easy journey. I want to say that even though we have this vision to do this great thing, sometimes it feels like chaos has to unfold in our life so that we shed that old vibration for it to manifest. Sometimes things get rougher before they get smoother. And I'm not trying to speak that into existence. What I want you to know is many of you have said, as you've come into the Facebook group for this spiritual business challenge and the Bank 50K in 50 Day challenge, you have a fear of failure. And so when you have a fear of failure, what you are doing is saying no to moving through whatever those obstacles are onto the other side. Success leaves clues. And usually it's our own mistakes and our own stuff that we move through. And I'm going to talk about the light bulb as well, and the discovery of the light bulb, because I mentioned the light bulb yesterday and I said it was Bell that did it, and it was Thomas Edison and others, right? So I'm going to share that as well. And if I don't, like, comment and just let me know, because it's a really interesting story. So when I gave up my home after fostering for a year, 3 children under 5, kinship fostering, twins that were 4 and a 2-year-old, right? As you do, I'm 50 now. I was like, I'm going to give up my home and I'm going to be a spiritual digital nomad. And I did all the things. I turned 50 in August, right? So I did, this is me doing my vision board challenge. I was doing like my lives. I'd just come back online. I'd been offline. I had a hiatus. Sometimes you will have hiatus. I was on there with my twin flame. We've been split 2 years. So there's a gap, right? So this was about the time that I came back online, and I was doing a fitness challenge, looking after myself and not really kind of finding my feet. It was like a little bit like, okay, where am I going with this? Okay, I'm going to start with the vision board. So that's what I did. And so I was in Amsterdam. My daughter took me to Amsterdam. There's the Amsterdam trip. This is the last day of me being in my home, the financial freedom. I went to a festival. I drove. This is me literally leaving my home. I was happy. I packed up everything. I wasn't happy at first. I packed up everything. I was like, okay, this is it. I'm going on the road, but I'm going to start my spiritual digital nomad journey in style and actually feeling it. So I'd set the intention on my vision board to be in Airbnbs. I'd also set the intention to be in Amsterdam, but I didn't know I was actually going. So I literally finished my vision board challenge, did not know where I was going. And my daughter was like, Mum, get ready. We're going on the Tuesday, I think it was. And then she's like, actually, it's changed to the Monday. I'm like, dude, I've got teaching online to do. And she's like, right, this birthday is important. I don't know. Don't get it twisted. It's not going by like you think it's going by. So I was like, okay. We ended up in Amsterdam, right? This is me finishing on the. I was in Amsterdam. We were at the airport here 1, 2, 3, 4 days, right? Then I went to a festival in London, and this is about environmental freedom, right? And again, your life being your biggest vision board. So I'd manifested that trip to Amsterdam. Like, I'm like, wow, amazing. I wanted to go for ages. We were supposed to go for my daughter's 18th, and she's going to be 21 in January. So like, it was, you know, COVID, all the things. And then I happened to just be like, I need something. And I manifested some money back from something or the other. I can't remember now. I probably said it on my live. Back from something or the other. And so it justified me paying for this Airbnb for like 3-4 days. And I was there and I was teaching, and it was absolutely amazing. I'm going to share the Airbnb in a second. Part of the vision board and putting the Airbnb, and part of us doing the Bank 50K in 50 days challenge, is journaling out this process. Every single day I journal and I visualize with you. And so it goes beyond this vision board party, basically, to follow through. And we visualize and we go and spend our vibrational money voucher on the things that we want to manifest. So those are the things there. But years and years ago, not years and years ago, a couple of years ago, we were out. I was in my twin flame unit. We would we had road trips. We went to Scotland, to the island of Iona. My name is Iona. We went like so many different places. We went camping. Don't even love camping, but I got the idea for the B&B there. Like, I've been live and manifesting and showing the universe. That's like years ago. Showing the universe, actually, I'm showing up and the universe meets me in the middle. This video is round about the first time that I was actually using vision boards. I had a gold MG. I think there's another video, a gold MG, a car. And I think there's another one there somewhere. And literally this was on my vision board, and me and the kids would go, an MG, whenever we saw this gold MG around this small town. And then when it came to me actually getting the MG, it took me 4 years. I was walking, I was going through messy divorce, all the things. When I got the MG, it was actually a different color that I wanted. And then my daughter was like tiny. She's 20 now. She's in there. And we came out of the supermarket and literally there were MGs lined up. There was a silver one because I was debating whether to have a silver one or a gold one, but I got like a navy blue one. It was amazing. That MG actually ended up being written off. There was a crash not long after my dad passed. But when I got the MG, I noticed that some people were envious of it, right? And I won't name names, envious of it. I was like, well, I've waited all this time and I've got this MG. I was absolutely over the moon. And so that crashed for me. It literally crashed. It got written off. And I was like, oh, so I bought another car and I actually gave it to my son because that worthiness, right? So there's us doing the beach. My beach is like my favorite place to go. I talk about a barn conversion. I want to have a barn conversion. We actually went, rather than just waiting and buying something, we wanted to purchase a van. And I was like, why don't we just hire a van? Why don't you just have the experiences anyway? So we did that and we traveled, had a 5-day road trip. Then I went offline, was rebranding, doing all the things. And I've come back online. Again, the same thing, like going through, I know what works. I know what works for me. There's me setting my vision for my health. I was doing that as soon as I got to London. So I went to the Airbnb and then I went to London. So this is me still showing up, doing my movement marketing media kit challenge, then doing my summit. All of these things are on my vision board, being known for the 7 freedoms frequency and the intentional living codes. Right. So this is me up until now. So I've set that intention. So annually is like, okay, I know what I'm doing. I don't need to fear it because it's the path that I want to actually go down. So again, your biggest vision is you showing up, speaking out and living deep for banking 50K in 50 days. You don't, when you are showing up, it's not that you're going to feel unworthy because you know you're meeting the universe in the middle, if that makes sense. So this is me now, really pulling the cards, doing the most. So I wanted to share that with you. Again, our biggest vision board is in what we're doing. So I'd gone on, when I did the vision board challenge, I'd gone on the Airbnb site and I visualized this. It was like, I was looking and looking for the perfect place. It's absolutely gorgeous. Everybody's like, is that lavender? I'm like, yeah. So I visualized myself sitting on the sea, doing all the most. At that time, I didn't think of a way to manifest it and pay for it. And then I got the money. You're always provided for. I love this. And so that room is just absolutely epic. And the more that I did that, when we went to the barn, I was just on my walk and I was like, actually, we'll go to a barn conversion. And it was my birthday, my 48th birthday. Then we went to an Airbnb in Leeds as well. So I'd already had the feeling of picturing myself, touching the things, like opening the door, all those things, like putting ourselves in that vision, and the universe will help us manifest. And it's a barny feel. So I thought that's a great time to leave my home and then go. And then I've got pictures and I imagine myself being at this table. I, did all the things, and I did. And I've got pictures, and obviously then I was working there. So when you're doing your visualization for your environment, whether it is that you want to travel or a different home or whatever it is, go on to whatever site it is. Whether it's, I've got a barn conversion, I've got Zoopla in the UK for the barn that I want to manifest, and I've taken pictures and I put it on my vision board. Have like I don't know why these are all triangular. I didn't type that in. But they've got like your budget and where you want to be, off grid, cabins, boats, mansions, barns, obviously, tiny homes, tree houses, beachfront, amazing pools, islands, countryside, yurts, amazing views, lake, tropical castles, bed and breakfast, play, countryside, tropical, vineyards, skiing, camper vans, design, national parks, lakefront, Arctic. Have I said all of those? There's a lot. Surfing, historical homes, golfing, caves, new farms, rooms, trending, iconic cities, shepherd's huts, earth homes. Oh, wow. Chef's kitchens, hammocks. I don't know what that is. Domes. Is it that psychedelic homes? I didn't even know there was that many. Towers, houseboats, windmills, creative spaces, the desert, all the things, right? So you can snap. I know some people use Pinterest, but this is actually like you would actually go and purchase this. So when you have the Bank 50K in 50 Days challenge, you go and you actually purchase, and not literally purchase, with your vibrational money voucher. Some of the places all around the world, you can say anywhere where you'd want to go, but know that this is going to cost you money, right? So earning while we're learning and traveling while we teach is one of the things that I wanted to do. Right, so I'm going to go back over to, or go over to my vision board, or maybe not, because like, hang on, there's a tab that is, I know that I've got a lot open. So this is the vision board challenge group. So again, thank you. And if you're not in this group, you can come over and get into the group. And for those of you who have said, oh, Iona, I'd love a Bank 50K in 50 Days challenge one-on-one session, then I'm offering 50 breakthrough sessions that serve. And that's the way to Bank 50K in 50 Days. I will tell you, in the last 4 days, I have had, there was 125 members in here. So thank you, everybody who's come in and watching on the replay as well. There's 224, so I don't even know how many that is, more members. Over 50 of you, I think there's 54 that have said, I'd love a session. So I will serve you at the deepest level, and I will ask for a testimonial because I know just how much, when you have that fear of serving, or that fear of selling, or that fear of, I teach you to teach, and invite somebody in to work with you deeper. And if they don't want to work with you, or it's not the right time, then that's absolutely fine. And if they want to charge ahead with you, then great. So out of 50 people, I will see how many people are ready to move forward and work with me and actually manifest their own 50K in 50 days and actually step up and be the version of them. Let me know where you're watching from. Don't see any comments as yet. Oops. Let me know where you're watching from. So that's what I want to say about that. And I know sometimes there's a lag for you guys coming on. So part of the vision board challenge, again, the environments that we want to be in. So you're not necessarily going to bank 50K in 50 days if you're working a job. I call it a soul's looking day job. And that's fine. If you want to start your business, if you're in business, if you want to, I know some of you have said, I want to transition into a coaching business. I want to get more clients, blah, blah, blah. One of the ways to do that is to position yourself as an author and an authority. That's what I've done. I've actually, again, published the paperback version of my book, and I'm going to show you that. I'm so excited. And again, I did that. I've got Erlen and dyslexia. I did that, and I published it in loving memory of my son. And I got the Kindle to #1 on Amazon in 7 days, in 7 categories, without writing the book. Right. And so that's what I'm going to share with my masterminders as we move on for my students. We position ourselves so we don't do busy work, and we just go out there and we serve. So this is my Bank 50K in 50 Days challenge Trello board. I love it. Absolutely love it. Everything is on there. I systematized, I've automated my business. And again, I give the money voucher in order to have that life work balance. I use over 50 days. We're actually bringing in every single area. Say hi, every single area, from contribution freedom, our health freedom, our emotional freedom, our environmental freedom, our relationship freedom, our spiritual freedom, and our financial freedom. We're not leaving an area out. You can't just say, oh, well, I don't really want to receive the finances. You're blocking energy from the universe. It's just energy. I'm not quite sure why we've been conditioned to all feel unworthy. That's something going on with programming and conditioning. I'm just saying, and I'm not buying into it. If there's a fair energy exchange, if you don't serve your clients, they're going to go somewhere else and invest in someone else. So it's about being the version of you that can handle that. We're growing. Again, T. Harv Eker says that your income can only grow to the extent that you do, right? And Robin Sharma says that your net worth will never exceed your self-image. I don't know if I can make this bigger. I think I did. No, it doesn't. But this is a vibrational money voucher. So we're going to bank 50K in 50 days and do it vibrationally first. Your girl's not going to leave you hanging. And I'm going to share with you how to create what I call a $1 million idea business model that will work for you. Okay. I've got my whole business scheduled out for the next 7 years. I'm into repurposing. I'm into repurposing, scheduling, automating, all of that stuff. It takes work in the beginning, but I didn't have someone to walk me through all of that. I wasn't in that. I was over here and I was over there, all those things. And so I've got an environment for you to help and shortcut your learning curve, right? Every single service that I offer is in here with the links and all the things, my book, my challenges, my online training portal, my movement marketing media kit challenge, which is free on my YouTube channel, just really getting yourself out there as an author and an authority. And then you're positioning yourself and you believe in your services. And then there isn't fear. All right. So I want to share that with you. So when you're on the call, I will share that with you. So this PDF I shared a little bit yesterday of what it is that we're going to create. We're going to create a space and an environment so that you can travel while you teach if you choose to, or just have downtime, or just have more time with your family, create passive and leverage income streams so that you can figure out your maths of you banking 50K in 50 days. I'm super excited about that. I call it a high paying soul client funnel formula. And it doesn't mean you outprice everyone. There's a level of affordability for everyone that you serve. And that feels really good. You don't then have that fear of selling, and you have so much clarity, and you don't need to procrastinate, because those are some of the things that you guys were saying that you were feeling, right? I'm going to shut this down because I know that. So part of the movement marketing media kit challenge is a movement. If you've got a movement inside of you, you've got a big vision to make a difference in the world, and you've got to market it. Lots of people like, I hate marketing. I don't want. All the videos that I've shown you at the beginning is me marketing. This is me marketing. This vision board challenge is an annual challenge. This is me sharing with you value. Thank you for the love. This is me sharing the value with you. This is my style of marketing. This is me having a conversation with you. I can't stand all of the traditional, like, treat you like a name and number on a list. That is why when I did the Facebook group, I'm like, come and get on a call with me. Right. I'm getting scrappy and doing one-on-one calls. I don't usually, when I begin a project, I go to that. But after we've done that, we do a group call. So after my masterclass, I will go back to doing a group call. Right now, I've offered 50 breakthrough sessions that serve, and then see what the conversion rate is, because we've got to do that, like have the data and the maths. And I don't want to do it, but do you know what? Your bank balance says that you want to do it, and your experiences to travel around the world says that you want to do it, and your family says that you want to do it, because you're telling everybody that you're in business and you've got this great idea, and it's time. You've been putting it off for that long. So we do the maths, and we have that data in front of us, and we'll say, okay, well, if I serve to the nth degree, and then I'm willing to receive, and we say, okay, well, we've got a profitable, what I call a profitable soul purpose. It has to be profitable, because we don't want to go and work for someone else. But the positioning, when you position yourself as an author and authority, makes it easier. So that's why I say in the group, as this is what I call a YouTube challenge, instead of putting you just on a list, and I will do emails and automation for this as well. But I said, do you want to get on a call? I don't mind doing a call list, but I can't stand that name and number on a list. And if you know anything about me, I'll say, when you're in my environment, we just leave that at the door, because being on somebody's email list, the industry norm is a 1% conversion rate, meaning you've got to build an audience of a gazillion in order to get that one client or that 10 clients or that what have you. The model is flawed, and I want no part of it. So I've created a way for us to launch, lead, and leave our soul legacy, do it with ease, grace, and flow, and love the environment. So I was featured on the Stop Writing, Start Selling Summit. So excited about that. I've been featured in different places as well. I host my own summit. And what I want to do is share with you how to get featured in the media. So you're in environments where people actually value what it is that you it's about getting in front of the right audience over and over and over again on YouTube, on podcasts, on television, on radio, on summits, on articles, social media, and the TED Talk is my holy grail. I've put that on my vision board, and I'm about to nominate myself for the TED Talk for 2024. So I wanted to share that with you. Hopefully that makes sense. The challenge that I have is called a Movement Marketing Media Kit Challenge. It happens annually. It's, again, a YouTube challenge annually on the 3rd week in September. It's free because I want to serve you. It's free on my YouTube channel at the SoulLegacyTV Spiritual Business Success with Iona. There's replays there, right, for you to create your own media kit based around your book, building your author and authority platform, and giving your gifts out there and serving and calling in your soul tribe. It matters. The Bank 50K in 50 days is not going to just come when you're not serving. Do you know what I mean? Like when people say you don't have to do any, you do. You have to do something. You have to make. I know you know, but I just want to remind you. Let me see. Hey Sydney, how you doing? Thank you. Albany, New York. When are you coming to see? Soon. Soon I'm coming to see you. Let me get my let me get my together. Thank you. LOL. That would be an industry term, a bazillion. A bazillion. What is that? Like, dude, no. Oh my God, I love you so. Thank you so much. Sydney's helped me in doing that, and Sydney's had one of my Bank 50K in 50 days, my breakthrough sessions, and he's a student of mine. So thank you, Sydney. And he's a co-author in my co-author book series. So when I talk about movement marketing, you don't even have to write your own book. You can be a co-author and go to number 1. So I'm going to take you to the vision board. And if you haven't started your vision board challenge, we've done day 1, which is contribution freedom. We've done health freedom. We've done emotional freedom. We're on environmental freedom, which I'm still putting together, which I absolutely love. The relationship, the spirituality, and the finances, right? So it will come for you. Trust it. This is bigger than me. It's bigger than you. We know about the universal laws. We know about manifesting. I had my book on my vision board, and I'm like, the way that it manifests, I'm like, oh my, I just feel blessed. So when I'm contributing, when you're contributing and you're thinking about how do I articulate what I've got in my head in images, just do it and just work with it. And as you go throughout 2024, you'll put more things on your vision board, but do it in the way that you want to contribute that's visual. Put your book on there, or the title of your book, or the topic, or just being in service. Put your website on there, or I have an online teaching portal. Put your YouTube channel on there. Put your podcast on there. Put your being in service, actually serving, because your financial freedom depends on it. I know I had a lot of my co-authors originally put the book on their vision board, which I thought was pretty sweet. Your health, where you want to exercise. So I'd put the gym on there, which I'm not really a gym goer. I love walking out in nature. Whatever is the environments that you want to be in for your health. I did a half marathon. I'm going to do a Tough Mudder. I love like getting in the bath. What environments light you up? So think about this in terms of environments now, and bring it into your vision board process, right? Whether you're in the environments already or you want to move into different environments. I want to go out to eat. That's why I put those in there. It's just lovely. And the environment that I'm in now is like a home filled with an amazing amount of love. So we've got emotional freedom there. I want to go to the retreat. I want to go to Abraham Hicks. I've not forgotten, but I could have done the Spanish, and I put that on the vision board. I was like, no, I'm not going to do it right now. Today, I saw that the Canva, the Pro, I don't even know why I upgraded again. I upgraded and then don't. So I upgraded, and the Canva, I think it's £12 something, came out. And I was like, I don't even need it. And I was like, I'm going to do the Babbel, because it was like, for a month or something. I'm like, I don't even want to do that. I'm going to do. So I am going to do the Spanish, because this reminded me to actually what's what's important. Again, that was the Amsterdam picture. And then I just put Airbnb, and then it all just manifested. So I can't wait to be dancing in my barn and being on the beach and all the things, flying in aeroplane. Never thought I'd do that. So environments, the environments that you're going to be in with in your relationships, where are you going to take the people that you love the most? My granddaughter's mum just messaged me and was like, she's got a nativity play tomorrow at 2. I'm like, dude, the little girl that I was kinship fostering, she's got her play at 2. Hello. Like, oh my gosh. So yeah, environments, relationships, being, you know, in the most. I was my niece, I gave her my car, and I didn't, and she loved it, and she actually learned to drive in that. I'm so proud of her, so proud of her, in a very, very short space of time. I'm like, wow, that was me again in the environment at the festival. This niece is actually in New Zealand, and that's my best friend. She lives, 2 best friends, they live miles away from me, but just having those environments for me, again, the financial freedom. I read a lot of books. Tithing, I have, and compassionate friends. Those are the environments that I want to be in. Just love it. So what is on your vision board? I'm going to shut that down. And again, if you've missed how you create your vision board, you can do a video, or you can do pictures. I prefer to do a video. I know Sydney is like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing the video. You found it hard. Okay, so if you've got any questions, let me know. So I want to announce before I keep going on, and I'm going to go to the mind map, but we haven't got that much to do. I just want you to picture and give you ideas of your environment. So this is an environment for my online teaching portal, the Soul Legacy Academy. And I have the 7 Freedoms frequency, call and gym, for this lifestyle stuff. I will teach you how to do the business, but I'm actually wanting you to create the really amazing life that you want, right? It's about manifesting that life-work balance. So my teaching has that in mind, all of these 7 freedoms. And so I have an online training portal, which I actually gift. I gift boot campers and I gift masterminders to move from that poverty consciousness to the prosperity consciousness. So there's a couple of you who have won a call-in gym call, which is valued again at $77. So I'm going to give you a coupon code just for inviting people into this challenge. If you invite somebody in, I will give you the online training portal with the homework, and I will gift you the group call. I gift my masterminders. I love loving up on you guys, and I love offering 10 times the value. And when people have been on here, I've had, Robin actually brought a granddaughter on. I've had people where they've had the kids kind of in the background. I've had it's a family affair. It's a couples affair. When I did the Spiritual Businesswoman Network, my students were getting so many results and manifesting, like collapsing the time, like in 6 months and stuff, and moving, relocating, buying retreat land and all the things. And so their husbands and their partners were like, what is she doing? Like, why is she, what is going on? We want to get involved, right? It was just so beautiful. So that's a call that I'm going to gift. I've got 3 of you in there. So there's Kirsten, Yvonne, and Eleni, I believe, have won a call just for inviting, because I mentioned it, but they just naturally invited people in. So I really appreciate you guys. So that's inside that online training portal. You'll get a call. If you've got images, all the images, great. If you want more places to get images, Pixabay is one. And Pixels, Kirsten said about this. I haven't used it, but get the pictures and stick them on your vision board. I like to click that I'm not a robot. This is Penzu. I like to journal digitally. So we do the vision board challenge and then we journal. So I've been showing my journal. I haven't done as much of the journaling typing because I've been doing the vision like the daily vision board, daily journaling, video journaling. But I love this. I've used Penzu for like 10 years and I've used mind maps for like 10 years as well. So I will go back to that as I travel and but right now I've got like a physical journal for the Soul Legacy journal, right? That's what you see there, me doing gratitude and all the things daily. So that's a resource that you might want to use. I don't think I want to show that image, the Google Doc, because it's got all of your responses on there. This is the homework portal. So there's only so much that I'm going to post in the Facebook group because I know that there's value here, right? It's $7.77, which I know that some of you are like, well, how can I get your Soul Legacy wheel? How can I blah, blah, blah? All the links that I'm sharing, all the things are in the online training portal, right? And so that is the URL. I will post that in the group and I will ask you guys if you want to be in there and you actually want to get all of the value. Again, I've shown inside of here and I've got an additional resources to help you move from a poverty consciousness to a prosperity consciousness. Your environment over the next 2024 matters. Where you are, who you're around. If you've heard of the 5 closest people to your principal, you'll know it matters. If you haven't got your guide yet, how to visualize what you want and how to get it, that is in the Facebook group. That is what I've used. I opened up this vision board challenge with a testimonial from that guide, and it's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. So download that. Oh, this is a story, and let me check in with you guys. If you've got any questions, if you're on replay or what have you, ask any questions. I did this and I thought, I wonder if you could see what I'm wearing underneath. I actually got my jammies on, as you do. So this today was just absolutely amazing, an amazing story of, I mentioned the light bulb yesterday and I was like, who invented the light bulb? I said Bell. Is it Alexander Graham Bell that did the telephone? Not even a light bulb. You know where my forte is. It's not that, right? So I was like, let me look up who did. And so the story, and I don't know if you know the story, you probably do, with Edison. He said, what does it say? He said, they were cheap, practical, long-lasting. In 1879, after years of obsessively improving the concept of light bulbs, he demonstrated a bulb that could last a record-breaking 14.5 hours. Now, I'm sitting here in light, right? Thank you to Thomas Edison. So it wasn't Thomas Edison that actually did the light bulb, invented it. It was actually, let me read just some notes, just so we can just have this fear of failure be put out of our minds, because apparently, don't quote me, it's not a history lesson, but the inventor, when they started to try and find the electrical light, it was a century before Thomas Edison was even born, right? That idea and about inventors were trying this idea. And the first semi-successful, apparently, attempt was in 1807. Bear in mind, that's 1879, 1807. And it was a chemist called Humphrey Davies, I think. And he had created like a two charcoal sticks and had light generated from that. But apparently it was too, I'm saying apparently because I learned this today, because I'm always like, well, what is that story? Apparently it was too bright for the home. So they actually used it as street light. Can we get an amen for that? Like when they turn the lights off here after midnight, I don't know if they do it in the town that I'm in now, but the town that I was in, I was like, why would they turn the street lights off? That's dangerous, blah, 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 blah. They didn't even have street lights before this dude, right? In 1807. So they did that for the street lights. And then dozens and dozens of inventors were trying to perfect that. And I believe that success leaves clues. So there was Joseph Swan, he did a version and it was too expensive. There was another guy, I can't read my own writing, Leonard, somebody or the other, who did it and it was not it was not efficient. And then in 1879, Thomas Edison did the light bulb and it didn't last that long. It wasn't perfect. And then he perfected it. And listen to this, he had the financial backing to follow it through. We need the financial backing to follow through on our purpose and actually get it out there, right? As part of my one-page plan is do it scrappy in groups, friends of friends. And I'm going to share with you the groups that I've posted in. Get your gifts, have people call in your soul tribe, and then put money to it. Ads, YouTube ads are lit. And that's where I'm going with it. So we automate. So we do it scrappy and we automate and repurpose and autopilot everything, right? So that's where I'm going with the Bank 50K in 50 Days Challenge. It's not about working one-on-one. That is my masterclass. We start there. If you want support to start, structure, and grow a spiritual biz YouTube channel, this is me streaming on my YouTube channel. Those videos on Facebook, they're streaming on Facebook as well. So if you know that, oh, you know, I've got to do a live, or I've got to do, I repurpose everything. So my YouTube channel streams out all over the socials, and many YouTubers strip their content and distribute it on the TikToks, on the not TikToks. So they might do a TikTok and distribute it on. Anyway, you know what I mean? They split it up. I repurpose mine into a podcast, right? So I will support you in skyrocketing what I call your soul guided influencer status. When we serve from the space of listening to our soul guidance, that for me is a soul guided influencer. It isn't about building a list and the money's in the list. It irks me. No, that is not what we were here for. And it doesn't even work very well, because that 1% conversion rate, what about the whole 99 people that you're leaving behind? Like, if you were in a room, in an environment where you had 100 people in front of you, serving them, speaking to them like I am now, and one person raised their hand and you said, yeah, you'll be my client, and you left all the other 99, what the heck is that? As the industry norm, do you stand for that? I don't stand for that. We're outpricing everyone and saying, you know, come to me, and then we're paying. People are telling you to pay for this to build the list. I'm like, no, just no. All right. So learn how to align your movement, your message, and your money with the #1 best-selling book status, whether you're writing your own book or you want to be a co-author with me and share your spiritual awakening story. I could go on for hours. So the Bank 50K in 50 Days challenge, again, is giving up your time. But if you could give up 7 weeks of your time, right, getting on sessions, that's 7 a week, and seeing what you convert into, would you do it? If you believe that you could do that, it's possible. I enrolled 32K in 37 days. Then I had to collapse the business model. Sydney was part of that. I had to collapse the business model because I'm like, this is not, no, I had to. But it was a failure, that left clues that I picked up again. And so me doing the vision board challenge now, in 4 days, all of those 50 sessions are taken. It took me ages, like 32 days, and I got on like 20 something calls. It was incredible. But I'm known for offering 10 times the value, and I'm known for walking my talk. So everything that I share with you, I've learned, and I've learned to wrap it up in a way that I can present it to you, so I can shortcut your learning curve and repurpose everything. So again, this is streaming out on my YouTube channel. It's streaming out in my group. It's streaming out in the Soul Legacy Academy. It's streaming out on all of my socials, one annually. So it's not pop up, pop down Facebook challenge, because you know those, right? It's not that. I will do it annually, once. You only need to do it once, and then send everybody to it, because you want your soul tribe to go through what it is, but you want to offer them value, right? That's that environment I want to create. I don't need to do it 25 times. And then I want to journal myself every single day, and I'm just sharing it with you. And that is a companion to my book. So every single day I'm talking about my book. I'm walking my talk. Those chapters in the book and those pages are what I live, and my journal as well. On top of that, I have a 2-hour monthly coaching call, which is another soul client income stream, $77, which I can gift as a bonus if I choose to. Right. And so it's just repurposing everything and pulling everything together. Sometimes when we are going out there focusing on building a list rather than being in service, all of our business is not linking together and not creating that life work balance for us. Right. So those sessions will happen. I will email out tomorrow. I will email out tomorrow. I teach you how to create your online calendar in a way. This is a Qt app that I use. You use whatever you want to use. That's my environment to book my calls. I don't be like back and forth with the Zoom and the times and what time's free for you. And it's like, no, dude, choose one of these times. There you go. Do you know what I mean? And I've scheduled out my business on this calendar for 7 years. Like, it's automate it. I love it. One of the things that I wanted to say was thank you for sharing this. I had a member in the group share. I didn't ask her. She shared it somewhere else, and she said, "I've got people coming. Can I have the link? Because I've got people coming." And I was like, "I've got somebody that wants to join." I was like, "Oh, that's amazing. They can buddy up with you." Blah blah blah. And I was, "Oh, actually, you win a prize." And she didn't do it for that. I was like, "Thank you so much." And then she said, "Oh, well, hopefully other people." She's like, "I've got another one coming." I'm like, "Oh, humbled, so humbled." And then it inspired me. I actually was given a list in the group that I'm about to share with you. Somebody was so kind to create a list. I didn't create this list of 77 groups to promote to. Well, I just don't just promote in a group. I will create a collaboration with as many of these 77 business owners, Facebook group owners. That's what I did when I came back online. I've been on and offline for going through one awakening. I was helping and healing myself at first after my son passed for about 3.5 years. And I came back online with an interview series with Facebook group owners. And so I know how to create that conversation. I know how to collaborate. And I'm like, actually, I'd love to be in environments where I'm offering value, right? But if I don't have all the things ready, then I can't actually, and I'll share with you why this is actually blowing up like the way that it is. Yasmin says, I watched your live today. Yay! Woo-hoo! And thank you for all of your, looks like you're wearing throat chakra blue. No, I'm not actually. I'm not. I know it's green. Where's my blue? Oh no, I haven't even got my blue t-shirt. Where's my blue? Don't know where my blue is. No, it's green. It's definitely green. It doesn't look. Yes, it's green. It's heart chakra today in Robin's World. Yes. Woo, woo. So what you see on your screen is me posting in November. So around this time, 4 years ago, remember what happened in 2020. So we're like miscellaneous a couple of years there. And so I co-authored in a book, which is why I've done my co-author book series, which is why Sydney's in there. And I'm seeking co-authors to position you as an author and an authority. Let me just take this down. And so this is where this is my first post in this group. I said, oh my God, still in shock. I became a #1 bestselling author with 200 co-authors in 9 categories ending 2019 on a high. This was the book. Oh my gosh, I think I'm going to actually break my lighting. I'm going to break the stand for my. This was the book. I'm just going to come bigger for just a second. This was the book, Soulful Messages, and I'm in there, right? I am actually in there. And I opened it, and I was like, I gave my mum. I sent my mum a copy, so I did an unboxing. I've got an unboxing video on my YouTube channel. And today my book was published and I sent my mama a copy. There's me. Right. I sent my mum a copy of my own book today. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is what reminded me of that. The things that go on in my day, I'll pull it in as content. I'm like, there's my book. It's in matte and I've actually got it in shiny. This is the proof. I've just ordered us one, me and my mum. I'm like, oh, it made me so emotional. Thank you for the love on that post. I was like, oh, gosh, it's just amazing. So have you got a book? Is it a #1? Do you want it to be #1? Not to say it has to, but it positions you, right? There's that positioning as an author and authority. And are you shouting about your book? And as your book are based on your business, Sydney's going to come into the mastermind and I'm going to help her write up your book, aren't I, Sydney? So I was like, oh, wow. I didn't realize. I was like, oh, and that many people, like, look, 902 people liked it. And I was like, oh, there's something to this. Obsessed with Abrahamics, right? That was my first, like, experience. People just celebrated with me. Hang on. I want to move that. I can't move it. Can I move it? Right, cool. So, and this post I've just posted, and again, people are now blowing it up and saying congratulations. I'm like, celebrate with me. I published my paperback version of my book, and I had it on my vision board, which is absolutely true. And if you look back on my vision boards, And that's why I do it annually. So I'm able to, I've just messed it up. So I'm able to share the journey. I'm able to meet the universe in the middle. And I talked about, hang on, I talked about the post of this vision board party, right? And I posted it and I had like 300 and something comments. There's my comments as well. So it's doubled. And that was 5 days ago. In 5 days, actually, yeah, in 5 days, I've had 50 of you say, actually, I'd like to get on a call with you. That's a call list. Now I had 300 and something comments. I've had 120 something people come into the group and 50 sessions. Now, when you think of the industry norm of that 1% conversion rate, that's a complete collapse. This was 5 days ago. You're in the group. I'm doing the YouTube challenge and we're going to get on calls. It's literally blowing me away. And I want to say today, again, environmental freedom. I know I'm going on about it a little bit, but I'm just saying, oh, I didn't know it did that. It says live. Thank you, Sydney. Sydney's done a testimonial. I'm like, there I am. Thank you. So today I did an unboxing. No, I didn't do an unboxing. I just mentioned it was 3 years ago when I first did my vision board challenge. I've learned so much in those 3 years. So you imagine that century with a light bulb, right? I've done so much and learned so much in the 3 years about that. None of this was created. I was literally riding by the seat of my pants, but I was doing it, right? And so this is some of this one here. That was November 2020. And this is how I launched. I can't stop all those comments. This is how I launched the Spiritual YouTubers Network. No, the Spiritual Businesswoman Network. I said, why are my peeps am I the only spiritual businesswoman in this group? Because I was just fed up of being on my own all the time. I was like, dude, where are my soul tribe? Like, what have you? I had so many comments. There's 1.6k comments. There's probably about 1,000 because I've replied to other people. And that's how I started to grow with my co-producer. But that's how I started to grow the Spiritual Business Woman Network. And we grew it to 1,200 members in 12 weeks, that environment. And that's what sparked this. That is 3 years ago. And I've been offline for like 2 of those years. I've been fostering for like 1.5 years. And I'm back, but I was working on my business and tweaking my own mistakes. And now it's like, yeah, your girl's ready to go, right? That was me with the book today. I'm so excited about it. So excited. Launching your own book is just an amazing feeling. So I also said, would you dare to share your spiritual awakening story with the world, raw and real? So many people said yes, because I was looking for co-authors in my book series. What I noticed is many of you are not ready. You're not ready. You don't have the back end. Yes, I was a co-author, but as I was saying, and I will say on the call, nothing comes from being a co-author unless you work it. Nothing comes from writing a book unless you work it, right? So I noticed that the people that were raising their hand, yes, you want to share a story, but I actually want to promote my co-authors so that they can build their business, so that I can refer business to them. And when you don't have it together on the back end, when you're going out and you're getting featured and you're doing all the most, you're leaving your soul tribe on the table, like you're leaving money on the table, but you're leaving your soul tribe hanging. We've got soul contracts to fulfill. Like I could literally go on. We don't go through a spiritual awakening for no reason. We use our spiritual ascension tools, which these are mine, visioning and journaling. And we alchemize it. We go through that spiritual alchemy. And that's why I started the vision board, this vision board party, the way that I did, with explaining about spiritual awakening and spiritual alchemy. So hopefully that makes sense. I didn't plan to do that. I'm like, oh, I'm just going to share what happened for me today. So thank you for all of the subscribers, more subscribers. Again, for me, this is a vision board. It's a YouTube challenge. It's not a Facebook challenge. It will be there. All of this was on my vision board, and I love to move in ease, grace, and flow. I published my book on Kindle a year before it was written. I loved it, and I'm leaning into that, right? along with my YouTube channel is my online teaching portal. So the Bank 50K in 50 days, we know that people are searching on YouTube. Facebook, people are in lazy mode. That environment, scrolling. YouTube, learner mode. People are actually searching for what it is that you have to offer. It's beautiful. Then when they watch your video or you do a YouTube ad, then you have them as students. That's what I wanted. I didn't want a big list. I wanted students. And so the way that I teach is to have an online teaching portal that people can sign up to like 24/7, have videos working for you 24/7. So you're in environments and your book working for you. They're learning environments, right? The highest vibrational frequency, love, joy, empowerment, freedom, knowledge, appreciation. Knowledge is like really, I just love it. I'm always learning, always listening to books. The book that I listened to today was Atomic Habits. You've got to have the habits underneath your vision board. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. I know like I'm being preachy today, but I'm just saying. So as a co-author, I've been a co-author to 3 co-author books. Like I said, nothing happens. Yay! We're #1 best-selling authors. That's it. Nothing happens until you make it happen. Just to be transparent with you. Atomic Habits, again, is the book that I was listening to today. If you have not listened to this book, I highly recommend it. He talks about setting up your environment to trigger the habits that you want to have to manifest your vision. I'm saying that bit, right? Love James Clear. Another book where you guys were saying that, I have a lot of fear. Mel Robbins, this is a podcast. The 5-second rule is something that I use. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, do it. Like, we don't let the fear do all things and take us our vision. Not doing our vision makes no sense. Like, we have not got the excuse of letting fear, because we are here to leave a legacy. The Soul Legacy Academy, we're Soul Legacy Leavers. We are here to make a difference as light workers, as spiritual entrepreneurs. We're here to birth life, and we don't do it, who is going to? So I recommend that. And so when you see, she's on Audible, that's her podcast, Mel Robbins' podcast, 5-second rule, it's amazing. Let me know if you've got that. We have a book club. We launch your book. I want to launch your book in our book club. The High 5 Habit, I haven't actually purchased that. I've purchased another one of her books though. And then I think I deleted this and put it back up. And then mine, like this vision board challenge then becomes a daily journaling habit. And then I repurpose it. So every single of these days, see, this is Environmental Freedom Thursday, I actually make into a podcast. It's on my YouTube channel, and I strip it out into in fact, I don't strip it out. StreamYard strips it out, and we repurpose it. Like, if other people can do those things, we can do them, right? Success leaves clues, right? So I didn't even touch my mind map. I'm going to be really, really quick and just wrap up and give you your homework on here, because I talked a lot. Thank you so much for being here with me live and on the replay. I'm going to check in. If you guys have any questions, rate our vibrational frequency. How are you feeling? Are you feeling more hopeful? Are you feeling like, that's a lot? Are you feeling like makes so much sense? Of course, I know where I want to be. I'm on this path. Things have been confirmed for me. The universe is like, yeah. So how do you feel? How do you feel in terms of your work? And how do you feel in terms of your life for your environment? Right. And again, we rate our frequency between a 1 and 11. 1 is soul funk. 11 is soul flow, guided by source. And if you don't understand this wheel, I'm not going to talk about it now because I've been talking for ages. Go back to day 1, because I talk about it a lot. I talk about raising your vibration. In here is the world that we're looking down on from the lens of our soul. We're not being pushed and pulled by the world in the physical, because that's not how we manifest. And we go through an awakening, is this dark barrier, and then we're in alignment with our North Star and our soul. There's that gateway, 1111. All right. So I will read my value statement, and then I'll give you your homework if that's okay with you guys. Have you enjoyed this so far? Does it make sense? Yasmin says, thanks millions. Yasmin said, just finished my Christmas shopping and caught you. I'll post later. Perfect. And so for those of you, that environment, doing all your Christmas stuff, it's the 14th of December when I'm streaming this out. I don't celebrate it anymore. Since my son part, I find it really hard. So I respect that. Like, it's family time for me. And so, yeah, I get it. I feel awesome and blissful and appreciative and blessed. Awesome. Yes. Makes sense. Woo woo. I'm glad it makes sense. Made sense to me. So I say, for my values, because I've talked about living in alignment with your values, right? And I'm so happy and grateful and appreciate being efficient and organized. That is me. I never used to be. I never used to be. I was like, always late for stuff. Late all the time. When I met my ex-husband, he was always late. I was like, yes, that's fantastic. It worked. And then when I was with my soulmate in a relationship for 7.5 years, he was like mad when I was late. He was like revving the car outside or tooting the horn. I'm like, I'm not feeling it. And I think I picked up a lot of the habits from him. He had those daily you can time him even now. You can time him by a clock. You knew where he would be on what day of the week. And I was like, I don't want that life. It feels so mundane. And I somehow managed to switch it into being quite creative. So yeah, he'd laugh at that. So I'm so happy and grateful being efficient and organized. I'm at peace, and the universe needs to know you're on board. You're not scrappy with this and unconfused. A confused universe is not going to give you the direct path, right? So put it out there what it is. Be very clear. You don't have to know the house. I'm at peace with being efficient and organized, and I love acting and moving as one in my efficient and organizational form. I walk my talk, and so it's the same mantra, but I just put the different values and use it around each of the 7 freedoms. So I'm vibrating at that frequency and pulling more of that into my life. So top priority goal, whatever it is, for me, it's the retreat. I Am Diamond Made, Soul Guided Millionaires in the Making in Thailand. Should be about the 3rd week in May, or if it's rainy, in April. Set your soul's intentions. What is your soul calling you to experience in 2024? Yes, you might have a vision of beyond, but like, really, come on, let's collapse time. And where's the evidence of you already being on that path? And what amount of soul client income? Start with banking 50K in 50 days. What soul influence is that going to have? And what soul tribe impact? You being in the environments that you know that you should be in. So your homework, again, is to say 7 things that you're grateful for every single day. Like, I don't know, this is repetitive. Absolutely, because repetition is key. We know that, right? I'm happy and I'm grateful, and I appreciate something in the past, something in the present, or something in the predicted future. Then post your vision board. What else was I going to do? Was that it? Dun, dun, dun. I think that was it. Was that it? I know I had something else that I was going to say. Can't remember now. Yeah, so I'm going to finish with this. I'm going to finish with I'm going to share my screen. Hang on. Yasmin says, I found it hard. My dad passed September. Oh, so it's weird because we used to do Christmas cards together. Oh, he's with us, right? And no one got a Christmas card this year. Exactly. Those things. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. So I'm going to acknowledge the things that you guys were saying, and hopefully, and that's why I've done the teaching the way that I've done, to address some of the things. Sydney says, yes, the moments, those are never quite the same. Mine was always decorating the tree with my mom. Thank you. Exactly. Like your kids, though, your kids. Come on. Like, my dad's passed as well. And I'm like, and my mum, I was thinking of my mum. I was thinking, I'm going to send my mum the book today. I was like, my mum's going to be so proud, right? My dad would be so proud as well. And then my mum messaged me. I was like, dude, that's just weird. And then she was speaking to me, and I just burst into tears. She went, I'm going now. If you're crying, I'm going. Is what my mum said. I was like, Mum, you're so harsh. She's like, I'm going. If you're going to cry, I'm going. I'm just going to take that off there, and I'm going to just share some of the things that you guys were talking about, and then we'll wrap up. Please, can you write a thread for our homework, what to do? So, yeah, because I did say that I would do that. So basically, right, I'm happy and I'm grateful and I appreciate, and then post your vision board. That's the homework. But yeah, I will. I'll do that tomorrow. Of course I will. because your girl's all over the place, and tag me if you do already. If you do, yes, I will. So for some of you, again, who are new, let me just do this, and then I will, hang on, I've just lost. Okay, let me pull it off here. And I'll let you guys go. So some of you who are new, it's just I forget. Yeah, me too. Yeah, brain fog. No problem. For every single day, we're doing the vision board, and my old vision boards are in there. Normally, I will post them. Do you know what? To be completely transparent, I posted it, and I was like, I'll just do this vision board challenge. It's fine. I was kind of like going to do it to myself. And the post blew up, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So I've had people to bring in and different stuff and so all the things. But when we do it next year, your goal's going to be on point. But we do things, we don't do it perfect, and we do it scrappy. We just get going. And I was like, say what now? How many people? And people were just like asking to join. Do you have an assistant? I like to do the things first and then outsource. So that was why. I really want to finish my video vision board. It's cool and playful. Yay. All right. For those of you who, I'm going to leave that up. When I talked about manifesting that life work balance and banking 50K in 50 days, what a difference it would make to you, just so you know, to get all the way to the end. This is so worth it. So people said I'd be able to purchase land. Hello, that's environment. So that came in today. I was like, I've got to share that. I've shared that about the taxes yesterday. Oh, did I not update this one? This is not the right one, I don't think. Hang on. Let me refresh it, because I've had more people comment. Maybe it will do it. I've got it in a note, a Google note. Maybe. Okay, let me see. I don't think this is not the one. Okay, it's saying don't share it then. But you guys are just coming. I'm looking. You guys have been amazing. What a difference it makes to you. I don't think do you know what? I've read them so much that I'm like, is that the new ones or not? And I don't think it is the new ones, but I know that there's so much that you guys were talking about is why I wanted to teach from this space. So I'm hoping that really helped you to see that all of these 7 freedoms are interlinked. I call them the intentional living codes. And so when we get a handle on how clear we are, and I love that you're doing your video vision board, it should make you smile every single day in 2024. You set an alarm and play the vision board, and just know that the universe is going to bring you and everything that you need to dance. And sometimes, you know, it might be beyond 2024, but you will have made progress, and you're not leaving areas of your life out. It's like having it all. Like, how can I have it all? Yeah, why should we not have it all? Yeah, I do want a relationship that's actually in alignment. And I'm going to talk about it tomorrow. I had an amazing day at the weekend, and I'm like, but this bit is missing. Go back and spin it up, universe, bring it again. Like, that's not quite the one. Do you know what I mean? And I'm trusting, and I'm not moving into something that is not going to take, if it's a decision, yes or no, that goes in this path and this lane. And yes, we allow for the unfolding, but if we know that something is going to completely derail us, we absolutely say no, thank you. I'm just saying. All right, you're going to teach us how to add sound. Yes. I'll do that on Sunday. Or let me spin this in right now. Okay, let me spin this in because you've asked already. All right. So once we've downloaded our vision board, because you've got the question, other people will have the question. Bear with me. I'm going to share this, okay? Because that's how you go rolls. Got 5 minutes left. Hang on. Present my screen. Share my screen. Share my whole screen. Share a window. This is what I'm doing. Congratulations. Keep that heart open. 100%. 100%. Yeah. 100%. Oh, we had an amazing down there was point. Good. Girl got love. All right. So mood board. Boom. Mood board. This is the vision board challenge, because like mood boards, we can do the photo collages, mood board, video, right? Video collage, right? So we photo collage. mood board video collage. So we create a blank one. All right, so we upload our images up in here, and put some images on, not like that, but put your images on, right? So it's like, okay, play that, blah, 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 what have you, duration. Then you would save it and download your vision board, right? You download it. Or you can share it on socials, you can share it in the group, I think. Once you've downloaded it, so if I go to mine, once you've downloaded your vision board, it will say play. It'll be a certain length of time. It will tell you download, right? So you just click the download and you go over to YouTube. So hopefully you've got one, a YouTube channel, upload. Can you guys see that over here? Let me just make sure you can. Over here, the upload, go to upload the video, right? Upload into files. Once it's processed, I'm going to go to content, I think. Hang on. Once it's processed, then where are my vision boards? Once it's processed, then you would go to, is it subtitles, copyright, audio library, I believe. And you would, oh my gosh, hang on. Sorry. You'd go to the audio library and add it. Hang on. I'm going to have to do a proper video, aren't I? Oh, no, that's not how you do it. Hang on. Let me see. Content. All right. So I've done my vision board update today. All right. You're on there, Sydney. Hang on. Editor. So I've chosen a video. Editor. Your studio says cancel. Editor. And then you add, and then the audio is there, and you choose the audio, and it will just, I don't want it to do that. And you choose, so you'll upload your video, go to the content, choose the video, do the editor, add the sound, and save, right? That's it. And it should play. So I've got my, and if you get stuck, I will do a proper tutorial, and I'll do it in the Soul Legacy Academy. So my vision board, see, and when you do your YouTube, right, shows people that you're live. That's why people come in and out, dance in and out. And the more subscribers that you get, the better it's going to be, right? Hopefully that's not going to play. So the vision board, it looks like this. But mine's not flashy. I'd probably get flagged for that. But yeah, mine's not flashy. Ramona's was amazing. Did you see Ramona's? Like, she was on point. Hang on, let me do this. In the group, they were just like amazing. Hang on. There's me. Robin did hers as well. Robin's done the video as well. Ramona's done the video, and they'll be playing their videos. I love it. So Kirsten did hers, well done, and did the, so this is the example of the day one. That's what I'm asking you to do. Day one, I'm happy and grateful and appreciate, and your vision board, whether it's an image or a video. That's it. I can't see. So Ramona, and because I did this in July, then I just deleted all of the videos. Which I won't be doing this time. I will leave. Everybody's in there. So this is remote. Look at this. I'm like, really? So again, that's the contribution one. So you can do it one video. I think she did each separate one. And she talked about it. She actually talked about how she did it and all the rest of it and what she thought of the vision board. So you can even go in there. And Ramona's on camera somewhere here explaining about her vision board and how she put it together, etc., and why she did what she did. So that's an extra thing. All right. Awesome. Thanks million. You're welcome. Congratulations. Keep the heart open. Love you. What's that? The site? My site or Christine? My site or... Yeah, my site or Canva? Wow. Is that to Ramona's, not to mine? Exactly. Let me know what site so I can answer your question before I hop off. I want to respect your time. Yeah, I'm not sure what site you mean. Yeah, give me a little bit. And you're on Facebook, right? So I will find you. Let me know if you're in the group or on my profile. This is streaming everywhere, guys. And again, this is streaming because it's on my YouTube channel. It's in my Facebook group. It's on my Facebook page. It's on X. It could be on LinkedIn, but it goes dodgy sometimes. And it's for students within the Soul Legacy Academy. And then that 2-hour monthly coaching call that I have, we talk about it. And then the daily podcast, YouTube podcast, is about this topic. It's just 7 topics, 7 themes, and I've just done the most with it. Do you know what I mean? That's repurposing. Yeah. Christy, I don't know if you're still on. Hopefully you are. I will find you and I will answer that question, but I will hang on for just a second. Have you guys found value in the challenge so far? And have you guys shared it out? Have you shared it out? Please do share it out. I would really appreciate that. Invite somebody in to Buddy. Jasmine says, I was on YouTube, but I felt lonely because I couldn't comment. On this, you should be able to comment on the live. And the comments on there and the watch time on there helps my channel grow. But as I build this out, and next year you'll see that I will do YouTube ads to this vision board challenge, and it will blow up. But we've got to get scrappy and we've got to test the way that I've named it. And I was like, I'm hosting a vision board party, and I'm like, it was a vision board challenge before. I had to edit everything. It's like, it's a party. So that is what I did. Awesome value. Thank you. I'll attempt again. No worries. I love that you posted on there. Christine, are you still on, my love? Because I think that I will find you. I will find you now. As soon as I've gone off, I will find wherever you've commented, and we can connect. DM me if you want to, and ask, because I want to definitely get your questions answered. Because if you've got a question, somebody else will. But did everybody else understand the websites, the Canva? My website, the Soul Legacy Academy, is an extended classroom of my YouTube channel, and vice versa. So my marketing becomes my teaching. So when I do my boot camp, this is my pre-soul work in my boot camp. Do the vision, and then I can help you actually manifest it. If we're not clear on what it is that where we're going, you can just be dragged and pushed and pulled by everybody else's stuff that you sign up for, because we've all signed up for a bunch of programs, not got what we wanted, because we're being dragged by somebody else's vision. You get a handle on your own vision, and we work together. So yeah, Christine, you must have dropped off, but I appreciate you guys. Definitely share this out. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already, at the Soul Legacy TV, Spiritual Business Success with Iona. Share your gifts, shine your light, because you are born to serve. Here's to showing up, speaking out, and serving deep. Be blessed in your soul purpose. Big love. Thank you for spending this time with me. Thank you for being here on the replay. Enjoy. And again, like I say, this is going to be here for all of 2020. This isn't about me taking it down. That's why people haven't rushed on, because I'm like, not saying you've got to do this now, you've got to blah, 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 blah. I'm like, nah, it's cool. It's there. This is for my students as well. So doesn't matter. So I love you, and I'll speak to you soon. Big love. Take care. I will wait, because I know that you guys go bye, or you'll say thank you or something at the end. I really appreciate you. I will see you for Relationship Freedom Friday, which is my favorite day. Please come for Relationship Freedom Friday, obviously, even if it's on the replay. Nothing, we're lagging. It has a little bit of a lag, but we're good, right? And this is definitely green, Sydney. All right, big love. If this pops up with comments after I've gone off, love you.